The entries become more frantic as Elias writes about a curse tied to the house, something that could never be spoken of or else it would awaken. He mentions a dark entity bound to Hollowmoor, something that was fed by the family's secrets, and that one day it would demand a sacrifice. As Lena reads further, she uncovers the horrifying truth. The Blackwoods didn't abandon the house, they were consumed by it. Elias had made a pact with the entity, hoping to secure his family's wealth and power forever, but it came at a terrible cost. The entity, known as the Sado of Secrets, fed off the lies, betrayals, and sins of the Blackwood family. Over the years, the family became corrupted, their minds twisted by paranoia and greed. The entity thrived on their darkest thoughts, growing stronger with each secret they kept hidden. In the journal's final entry, Elias writes about the night the family vanished. In desperation, the Blackwoods had attempted to flee the house, but it was too late. The entity claimed them all, their souls bound to the house forever. The truth was simple but terrifying. The house itself was alive, sustained by the secrets of those who lived within its walls. And now it had found a new victim. Suddenly, Lena hears movement upstairs, footsteps, followed by a soft whispering that grows louder. She rushes back up the stairs, her flashlight flickering as she makes her way through the labyrinthine halls. The house seems to shift around her, its walls breathing and groaning, as if it's waking up after a long slumber. In the grand hall, Lena is confronted by a figure standing in front of the fireplace. It's Elias Blackwood, or what's left of him. His face is gaunt, his eyes hollow, and his skin hangs loosely from his bones. Behind him, the shadows twist and writhe, taking shape into the form of the entity, the Shadow of Secrets. And the entity speaks through Elias, its voice a deep, guttural growl. You sought the truth, and now it will consume you. Welcome to the family, Lena. The entity reveals that Lena's arrival was not by chance. The letter was sent by the house itself, drawn to Lena because of her own hidden past. The house thrives on secrets, and it sensed that Lena, too, was hiding something dark, something she had buried deep within her. The entity forces Lena to confront her own darkest secret, a memory she had long suppressed. Years ago, as a teenager, Lena had witnessed her best friend, Sarah, die in a terrible accident. But the truth was, it wasn't an accident. Lena had been there when it happened, and in a moment of selfish panic, she had let Sarah die rather than help her. The guilt had haunted Lena for years, but she had never told anyone. Now the house uses this secret against her, feeding on her guilt and shame. The entity's voice echoes in her mind. You're just like them, Lena, a liar, a coward. Lena is on the brink of losing herself to the entity's power, but she fights back. She refuses to let the house claim her like it did the Blackwoods. In a moment of clarity, Lena realizes that the only way to escape is to reveal the truth, to confess her sins, and break the cycle of secrets. With a trembling voice, Lena speaks aloud the truth she has kept hidden for so long. She confesses her role in Sarah's death, her fear, and her guilt. As she speaks, the house begins to shake, the walls cracking and crumbling as the power of the entity weakens. The Shadow of Secrets roars in anger, but it can no longer hold its grip on Lena. The truth, once revealed, destroys its power. The figures of the Blackwoods fade into the shadows, their souls finally freed from the house's curse. With the entity's hold broken, the house begins to collapse around her. Lena runs for the exit, barely escaping as Hollowmoor House crumbles into dust behind her. Days later, Lena writes her story, exposing the truth about Hollowmoor House and the Blackwood family. The world learns of the cursed house and the dark entity that had claimed so many lives. But as Lena finishes her article, she can't shake the feeling that something is still watching her. One night, while sitting in her apartment, she notices a shadow on the wall, unnaturally long, stretching toward her. She freezes, heart pounding, as the shadow whispers, "You may have escaped, but some secrets never die." The story ends with Lena realizing that the house may be gone, but the entity, the Shadow of Secrets, still lingers in the darkness, waiting for its next victim.